I think these are really pretty, really stunning. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Megan. If you didn't know, now you know. And it's time for our monthly Lip Smacking Nails member spotlight. And this month, July, is Miss Lynn Nails 81. Here's her little thing. Link will be in the description. Definitely do check out her content. She is a brilliant nail artist and also really smart and loves to share her knowledge in regards to nail stuff and tech stuff and all that. So in honor of her, I did read through her bio and about some of her likes and dislikes and things like that, and I've planned a nail set and it's going to be super pretty. I just know it. Let me show you. So we're going to use this polish from Phoenix. It's called Nikabatsu. This is actually my favorite purple magnetic polish. We're going to use Alchemy lacquers. We're all mad here. This is also a magnetic, but it shifts from purple to green. We have Victorian varnish. This one is called Poopin' Ghosties, and it glows in the dark. And we have Cleona Cosmetics. This one is called Nilo. It is from their stained glass collection, so it has some shimmers, and the more extreme it gets, the more diverse those shimmers get. We are going to need a skin tone on one of the stamps that we're going to do, so I have this stamping polish. We're going to do some of the glass bead cat eye technique, and we're going to use this device. And we're going to do a little bit of the French cat eye technique and use this device. And here is the stamping plate. Hopefully I'm holding it in a way that the glare is not awful, but she did mention that she likes dragonflies, and I was like, I actually have a dragonfly plate. I've only used this once before, and I think it's really pretty. I think what we're gonna make is gonna be really pretty. So let's get started. So the first thing we need to do is get our base colors put down and magnetized. Let's start with the Alchemy lacquer, and we're gonna paint this one, and the thumb with this, and then the Phoenix, we're gonna do this one and this one. It's going to be a little bit slow because we have to magnetize each of them as well. With magnetics, you want to kind of use a generous layer so there is some fluid for those particles to float around. So I'm going to put this in here and I'm going to start spinning. I like to spin for about a count of 40, about 40 seconds, and then put it in the nail dryer for a minute. All right, let's have a look at that. Yes, this is the glass bead effect. I love it. It's my favorite style of magnetization. So very cool. Let me dry that though. All right, this one is next. And we're not doing the glass bead on this one. We're gonna do the French magnet. And hopefully it works well. I meant to do it on the pinky, but got confused apparently. So I'm gonna put this here and I'm just gonna hold this and try not to touch it. That didn't really do anything. Let's just try putting some more. Maybe it's just not enough. Bring the zhuzh out first, maybe. Now let's see what happens if I shove that under here. Pretty much nothing. I'm not sure what that's supposed to do then. What if I swap it to the other end? Still pretty much nothing. I don't know if this little piece of metal is conducive. This is my first time trying it. Huh. I don't think it does anything. Well, that's not very fun, is it? I guess we'll just glass bead them all. This one's gonna be so thick. Alright, so here's the bead on that one. We've got to go ahead and dry it too. And here is our glass bead for the thumb. Alright, we've got those 3 on there. It is time to put the purples on. Now this is going to be pretty much the same technique as what you've already seen, so you don't really need to see me spin the glass bead thing again. But I will show you the polish as I paint it on, because it is dazzling. And of course, you can always wear magnetic polishes unmagnetized if you like that look as well. And that's how that one looks. It's got the purple all pulled to the center, and then it's got this dark sparkle of blue underneath. Very beautiful. Let me dry it and do the other nail. All right, so we've got all of them magnetized. Let me know, what do you think of this? I think it is beautiful. I love the way magnetics look like they glow. They look a light from within the nail. It's very cool, very pretty. Those of you who have been with me for a while know what time it is. What do we need to do to protect our magnets from being dispersed more than they already are? Comment below. For the rest of you, it's Maniology Aqua Topper. This is how you protect all of your nail art, regardless of what your medium is, whether you're stamping or hand painting or magnetizing or using water decals or transfer foils. Maniology Aqua Topper will protect your art from your top coat. Once we get this on here, we will dry it. It does take longer to dry because it's water-based. And once it is dry, then we can go in with our Sèche Vive top coat to create a nice, hard, long-lasting shell. And we can do our art on top of that. That way, if we make any mistakes, it is possible that we can correct it without having to completely start the nail over. And we're less likely to mess up our base just by trying to put something on it. So that will be dried, and I will be right back. All right, that layer is dry, so we're gonna go in with our Sèche Vive. I will leave links for these products down below if you want to get them as well. Sèche Vive is my favorite top coat. I happen to think it works the best. It's a little bit expensive, but certainly no more expensive than indie brands. Now, what I can tell you is the Aqua Topper does turn white if it's not completely dried, like over here. But don't worry, because as the nail continues to dry, that will dissipate and it will go away. So it's not really a big deal. You just don't want to go straight in on a wet one because you don't want it slipping around and contaminating your top coat. See, I've got another one over here. So I'll have to wait until those are clear before I take the photos of my nails, but that's really the only consequence of getting the top coat on before those are gone. Alright, so I'm going to stick these in the dryer as well, and then we'll come back and pick up our nail stamps. Alright, that's what we've got so far. They're so beautiful. I love them. Let's go ahead and get our stamps. So for all of the outlines, we're just going to do the What's Up Nails black. Alright, so I'm just going to try and get these real quick. I like to do a little bit of a scrub motion when I'm putting my paint on. That way it pushes it down into those crevices really well. It may not always be necessary, but it gives me peace of mind, and I have picked up stamps before that had air bubbles in the cracks, and I don't love that. But this came out really, really well. See how beautiful that is? And then I'm just gonna go through all of these real quick because I just need to grab them up. Don't forget to clean your plates when you're finished. Okay, so I've got these 5 stamps here. They all look magnificent, but I've got to paint them in. That's what these 2 are for. So I'm going to pull those over here one at a time. We're going to color them with reverse stamping. I'm going to do it fast, so not going to be a whole lot of chat, but keep your eye out if you want to see how reverse stamping works. Alright, so all of these are now colored in. I'm going to give them a few minutes to dry and then I'll come back and we'll apply them. Alright, now we're going to go in with the Pro Nail Sticky Base Coat. I get this on Amazon. The link for that will also be down below. Definitely do look at everything that's in the description box. I've got links for all the different affiliate brands that I have and codes. Also, that's where you'll find links to my socials. I don't just do nails. I do other stuff too, and that social media is down there. I will also put the link to Lip Smacking Nails YouTube channel, but there's a Discord group as well. If you're a nail girly, whether professional or amateur enthusiast, there is a place for you in that group. It's just a group of nail enthusiasts and professionals who like to hang out, work together, learn from each other, and participate in fun challenges and games. And you could get a member spotlight video just like this one honoring you. Don't forget to check out Tara's channel as it is her month. I got all of these sticky, so we're gonna have to move relatively quickly as soon as they're ready. Look, what in the heck? When did I get all that on my hand? I have no idea. I'm gonna have to clean it up though. But yeah, these should all be relatively quick applications, so it shouldn't dry everything by the time we get them on. Remember, you've got to wait about 30 to 45 seconds for it to get tacky. That looks cool. While we're waiting for it to dry, just looking at the shift in the camera. It's awesome. That's almost dry enough, but let's go ahead and put these on. Pardon me if you can't see, but I need to. There we go, that's one, and it looks beautiful. Here's our next one. Also stunning. A little white something got in that one. Let's get this one on. That one also got some crumbly in it. Must be something that's on my stamper. I needed less of that hand than I thought, but that's okay. And then this one I have to apply upside down so I can look at it. Perfect. Okay, now we've got to do a little cleanup work. And so the ones that have like overhang, I'm gonna go around and pull off the big pieces like that. And then if it's just little pieces, we'll use this to melt it off. So it's gonna have a little peak. And just get those cleaned up off these edges real quick. Alright, I got those little white pieces of debris out and the edges are all cleaned up. Now, who can guess what we need to do? I know you can. It's Maniology Aqua Topper. We're gonna make a drinking game someday, guys. I know it. Every time I say Maniology Aqua Topper, take a shot. Let's get this on here real quick to protect our stamps. All right, into the dryer. All right, let's go in with our final round of Seche Vive. I'm gonna have to get the photos for this after a while because, as you can see, we still have the white spots. I am also going to get some photos in the dark to see if we can see any of that glow. So if we can, you will see those now, and I'll go ahead and give you a couple of the final photos when it's completely dry as well and those white spots aren't there. If you have not had a chance to hit the subscribe button, please do subscribe, hang out, come and watch my videos and interact with me. I love to talk to you in the chat as well as live streams, and I always appreciate the support. And if you like these nails, please do hit the like button. The algorithm thanks you, and so do I. Here's what we got. I love them all. I especially like how the purple and green one, the purple moves, but the green is the back. And it's kind of the same thing with the one that's the Nikobatsu, the purple and blue, except that one's more night sky, less forest, but I think they're both applicable. I like it. And then the stained glass one, I don't know if you can tell, but depending on the angle you're looking at it, it changes the color because it is that multi-chrome. I think these are really pretty, really stunning. Tara, what do you think of these nails? And everybody, please let me know which one of these nails is your favorite.